and welcome on into DMS Adventurers Tavern, where adventure is always on the menu. We are here for our Princess of the Apocalypse adventure. But before we get into that, I do want to go over our weekly schedule. Of course, we have our Mondays right here for the Princess of the Apocalypse. And then on Fridays, we have our Eberron Oracle of War. And then on Saturday, we have our Tomb of Annihilation game. And look at that! Your Uncle Torque pushed a button. The treats are over there. Hey, Tor, could you do treat time in a little bit? I forgot the treats. Yep, Tor's got it. Okay. They just had dinner, so they're not, like, starving to death.
They're not. I don't hear them purring on the keyboard like last week.
Right. Oh, hi. Hi. Yeah. You could eat. You could. Yeah, you could eat some treats. Well, when Mom is done eating her foods, she will get you some treats, okay? Yeah? Okay. That's a deal. All right. So, let us know. Yep. Considering that. All right. So, when we last left off, our adventurers had finally made it out of the temples underneath the Somber Hills. After pretty much finding all of the different elemental cults. Oh, hey, look at that. Happy Monday. Your Auntie Cindy, she resubscribed. And it's 23 months, Dylan. 23 months. Oh, my goodness. I know. We officially are hitting our 1-year affiliate soon. All right. So, they made it back to the main starting city of Red Larch, where there were some messages sent out and some different items acquired via either their factions or purchased, or given to them as a way of saying thank you for all of the assistance to the city. And it is there that we pick our story back up within the city of Red Larch. And it finds all of you within the tavern, the Helm at the High Sun, listening to yet another of Foxora's amazing stories, and enjoying your breakfast meal here at the tavern with some, of course, breakfast ale. I mean, as you do. What would you guys like to do? What has... you did get a long rest, yes?
Okay.
Yes, you did. That is a thing that you did, yes.
I can't remember if we had already been in town a night or
You had been in town a couple of nights by this point, because a message had been sent out, and it was in response to that message that some of the faction items were procured. So, with that, what would you guys like to do?
Airspire place, aren't we?
What was that? I'm sorry?
I'm going to say to the group, we've got to go back to that air tower or spire or whatever it's called.
Oh yeah, Feathergale. Yeah, I think that would be a good place to start. I'd still like to see if they have that rumor that they captured Dresna.
Everybody give me a perception check, please. We're going to kick this off right.
Everyone?
Everybody. Okay.
Look there, I actually rolled a 10.
You guys all rolled double digits. Look at that. Miracles can happen, maybe. All right. So, as you guys look around, you notice that Crash is nowhere to be found. You don't see Crash anywhere. And you guys, one of you goes and you check, and his room has been vacated. And, yeah, he is nowhere to be found.
Oh goodness, I hope he's okay. I'll check with the tavern owner and see if maybe he left a note or checked out early.
Cooper, did Crash leave a note? Is Coop back? I think Coop's back. No, maybe he's not.
Might be.
He might not be back. So there's currently not a note, but we will see if a note happens to procure itself. Maybe when the maid service cleans the room, they'll check. So there is currently not a note given to the innkeeper anyway. So yeah, it looks like something happened that he needed to leave fairly quickly. Oh, hey, there he is. Coop, did Crash leave a note when he left town?
I believe he did.
Okay. What did the note say?
Well, he wanted to do a little research of his own. Well, something came up and he wanted to check it out, so he's going to head out and go for it.
Okay. Well, there you go. So when the maids go in and clean the room, they find a note saying that, and it is brought across to you guys. All right.
This seems a little odd.
He's going to go do some extra research at a bigger town, and maybe he'll be back with his findings if he finds anything. Okay.
I wish Crash all the best. He's always been an independent sort. I'm sure he is doing what is best for him.
Yes, you're here to Crash, and I'll raise a toast and wish him the best.
There you go.
Here, here.
All right.
Here.
As you all raise a mug of your breakfast ale, and wish him the best as he heads out of town and off to do some research about the cults, and perhaps might be able to give you some information that is not available here within Red Larch at a later date. So, the plans had been brought up to perhaps go to the Feathergale Spire, where you were told that the other of the delegation had been kidnapped and taken, potentially too. Is there any plans that you need to put into place before you leave? Or anywhere else you would like to talk about going?
I don't think for me, I've left word with the Order of the Gauntlet, so I think I'm okay.
Yeah, I checked in with my people, and they're a little up to date with what I know, but I need to go back in and maybe get a little bit more information. I mean, all this elementalist activity can't be good for the area. I mean, they keep stirring up trouble and everything. It's going to get pretty bad pretty quick.
Okay.
Is there anywhere in town we might be able to pick up, say, just a standard potion of healing?
Yeah, you could. There's not
Okay.
going to have a whole lot of them, but yes, there is a
Okay.
potion shop.
Okay,
Yeah.
I would like to hit the potion shop just to
Okay.
just to grab a potion, just a standard
Okay.
bottom of the barrel potion of healing.
All right.
Oh, shopping trip. I'm in on that.
I only have 60
And
gold
if-
pieces, so I'm not buying anything.
and if a trinket of some sort catches my eye,
I love you,
can't.
Cindy.
I can't say I wouldn't say no to it.
Uh-huh.
Hmm.
All right.
But we do have these gems. I wonder if we might be able to,
That's
change
true.
them out,
You do, in
right?
fact, have those.
if nobody in the party minds, we might be able to use those to maybe buy some potions for the party.
That sounds like a great idea.
I think it's a fabulous idea.
Okay. So you head over to the potion shop, and yeah, you know what? Actually, I have a thing for this. Not that one. The other one. I have one of my Christmas presents is a thing for this. It's an NPC book. Haha. All right. So. Excuse me, Dylan. I need the table for just a second, bud. Thank you. So you head over to the potion shop. Let's see here, and you can find that there is in fact a shopkeep here that let's see. He is a human man. Get to the right section, and all right. Let's see. He is. Where's the okay. All right. And you see that he has a little bit of a lot of things in the store. You don't just see potions here. You see that he has quite literally a little bit of this and a little bit of that. He's a unique sort of gentleman here. You see that he's fairly modestly dressed, middle-aged man. Face full of freckles, very thinning hair, about like sandy blonde colored. And he says, "Well, welcome in. My name is Bryson. What can I do for you today?"
Hello,
Well,
I'm
hi.
Foxora. I am going to be going out on a short trip pretty soon, and I was wondering if you might have any, a standard everyday healing potion.
Oh, well, of course I do, of course. I mean, I'm not a god, but I am a doctor, so of course I've got you covered. Not a problem, not a problem. And you see, like, he pulls out from behind the counter, looks to be some glass bottles, a little taller than your normal, like, rounded potion bottles. Little taller, more cylindrical, round bottles. And you see he's got some. They're in like this leather case, and there's about 6 of them there, and you see each of them has like a cork stopper in it. And he says, so how many are you looking for?
Well, I wonder if I could maybe do a little bit of a trade with you.
Okay.
See, we recently came across these beautiful gems,
Oh,
and I was wondering if you might be interested in them in
well,
exchange for a few of your healing potions.
we could definitely do that. I mean, I'm always looking for some gems. What kind of gems are they?
I don't have the list. Does anyone have the list of what type of gems we got?
Oh, we've got some jade stones that are pretty valuable. We got 4 of those. We think
Okay.
they're worth about 50 each.
Mm-hmm.
Got a couple moonstones, 2 of those. Green
Those-
agates.
Okay. That's doable. How many of those agates do you have?
Oh, not too many. I pull out in my hand. I kind of look at 6 of them, so half a dozen.
Okay.
Um,
Okay. Well, I suppose I could do that. So you said you got 4 of those ones and moonstone. Yeah, that's okay. And you see, like, he picks them up and he's looking at the clarity of them, and he says, yeah, that's about. Yeah, you're right. That is about 50 gold worth of that, and there's 4 of those, and these two would be about. Those are about 25 apiece. Yeah. Well, I mean, I suppose I could do that. You guys are adventurers, right?
That we are.
Well, you wouldn't by chance be looking for maybe a little bit more of a trade than just the stones?
What did you have in mind?
Well, I mean, as one does, I've spent my life, quite solitary as, studying medicine and learning to heal and all of that stuff. But I recently discovered that there's a curative property of within this special oil from these very rare flowers, and unfortunately, I can't get any more of it. But I hear that they are often used at local temples and stuff. And I was wondering if maybe on your travels, if you were to, I don't know, find any of these flowers and bring them back with you, that would be oh so very helpful, so I can make the oil out of it. And
Certainly, if you could give us a description of the flowers, we would be happy to keep an eye out for them and
Right,
bring them
for
back
checking.
to you if we should be finding any.
well, there. I mean, do you know what an iris is?
Well, yes.
Well, there's this very rare iris. It's said to actually go from a very light purple to a very, very dark purple in the center. And
Okay.
it is not real common, as it's supposed to be very very, very rare. And Darian, go ahead and roll me an insight check, please. Oh, he is very much telling the truth in that he gets that so excited about the prospect that he's telling the truth. That he has recently learned about this, and he had just enough to try it, and now he doesn't have any more. But he's like, I've checked the temples that are near here, and they don't have it. And I asked all of the visiting, priests and stuff or clerics that come through, and well, I really think they're getting tired of me asking, So, yeah, well, if you would be so willing as to bring me back any flowers you find, between that and, well, those stones you have here, I could give you these 6 bottles.
Think you have yourself a deal. We would definitely keep
Seems
an eye
fair.
out for those irises.
Perfect. And now, don't go telling nobody about, the healing properties, okay?
No, that's just between us.
Awesome. All right. So, you can look around this shop, and I mean, you have like there's all kinds of things in here. There's you see like a looks to be like some small herbal pots that look to have starter plants in them. You see like there's what looks to be a single leaf on a like just looks like it's been stuck into a small pot for no reason because it's a leaf and not a plant necessarily. Looks more like it's done for display than for actually like thinking something's gonna grow. You see, candles. You see, there's like a circlet of flowers that looks to be just like they just opened. You see looks to be a small raven carved out of wood on the display shelf. There's a counter that has a few some jewelry that seems to be out for display. There's just a little bit of a whole lot of things going on in here. If you would like to roll a D100 for me, Cindy.
Awesome. Well, I need something to go with my blue gem necklace that only I supposedly can see.
The charcoal necklace that you got going on.
It is a beautiful blue gem, remember?
It is. That totally looks like charcoal. Oh, Cindy. Oh, Foxora does good. Can you speak Dwarvish right now?
1 second. No, I do not, but I do have some friends that speak Dwarvish.
Oh no, you find a mug that is carved with the images of feasting dwarves that just calls your name. Any water put into this mug turns to dwarven ale. If you drink the ale, you must make a con save or become drunk for the next 1d4 hours. While drunk, though, you are poisoned and can speak dwarven.
He'll love it. Oh! This mug looks absolutely interesting.
Well, that one, yeah, I have to say that, and you see, Bryson's like, yeah, that one has some stories behind it. I mean, it makes more stories than, but I mean...
Stories are my life.
Well,
that's what I need.
It's real good if you ever go into a tavern that, owned by dwarves or a lot of dwarven people around. If you take this mug with you and you drink out of it, it's funny, but it seems that the more you drink out of it, the more you understand Dwarvish.
Perfect. Absolutely perfect. What are you looking for this?
Well, I could let that one go for well, let's see here. Let's let the dice decide, shall we? 2 gold.
Seems very reasonable, and I happily hand over 2 gold.
All right. Does anybody else want to go trinket shopping?
For the
slightly magical trinkets, roll me a D100.
Boy, kind of like these surprise gifts.
We like the magical trinket table. Yep. 49. All right. You're gonna like this one too. Now, you see over in the jewelry case, like with all of the necklaces and, you know, rings and whatnot, you're looking at this jewelry, and there's some really, really beautiful pieces in there. But that's not what catches your eye. What catches your eye is this single gold coin. And the way that it's displayed, you know it's not just put there for decoration. There's something about this coin. And you see that it has, on the front of it, it has it's a beautiful bunch of flowers on the front of it.
Is this me that saw that, or
Yeah,
or
that
Endear?
is you that saw that.
Okay, because we both rolled. I just want to make sure.
Yeah.
Ooh, a flower.
Mm-hmm.
This is kind of nifty. Anything special about this?
Oh, well, it is a special coin. You know, I have to be careful anytime I see a coin that has flowers on it. Because, well, let's just say, sometimes, you know that saying, if you want fortune to come back to you, you just gotta give it away? And it'll come back to you tenfold?
Oh yeah, sure. I live my life that way.
Okay.
Just helping others.
Well, and he flips the coin to you. You catch it, and as you open up your hand, there's no coin in your hand, and he's holding it again.
Kind of blink. Hey, did you just give me that coin?
I
You should
did.
get it again.
And he flips it back to you. You catch it, and when you open up your hand, there's nothing inside, and he's holding it again.
Oh, this is awesome. I could have a lot of fun with this one.
Yeah, most definitely. That's why anytime you see a gold coin with flowers on it, you got to be careful. Sometimes they can be summoned back to your hand as long as you're within, well, the most I've tested it is about 20 or so feet.
To know. I bet he'd make a lot of wishes in a wishing well with that one.
You know, I haven't tried that, actually. That's a really good idea.
How much would something like this run me?
Well, I mean, you know, you can definitely get your money's worth out of it. I could let that one go for gold, though.
Done deal.
All right. And then Andirian. All right. Let's see. Okay. Let's see here. As you look around, you kind of take a little bit of time, and you see many things in here that might, you know, be something that you might be interested in. But then there's this beautiful, immaculate feather that is sitting on the shelf in this very beautiful display case. And it doesn't look like it's a feather from an animal. And you remember seeing in some of the Order of the Gauntlet buildings and stuff, pictures of solars, the celestial solars, and you know that they had beautiful wings, and this feather reminds you of that. And Bryson sees you looking at it, and he says, "Oh, yeah, that, you know, I had this priest that came through here one time, and he said that he encountered a solar one time, and he was unable to talk to him and understand what he was saying until he plucked a feather from his wing and handed it to the guy. And as soon as that cleric was holding that feather, all of a sudden he could understand what the solar was saying. It's as if that cleric had been able to speak Celestial.
Or someone in my line of work.
And what line of work would that be?
I'm a Holy Knight of Helm.
Well, that would come in handy, potentially, wouldn't it? For such a holy man as yourself, to be able to speak the language of the gods?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, I don't know that there would be a better place than for you to have that. It's like it's calling your name.
And, how much for this feather?
Well, for such a man as you, a solid gold would be just fine.
Okay, that's fair. I'll flip him a gold piece.
He takes it and he looks at it. Just, you notice that he checks to make sure it doesn't have a flower on it.
That's a good move there.
I mean, I learned my lesson. Yeah. And now that you guys see him do it and you hear it, you notice that he checked all of the other gold pieces too, just to make sure. Let's see here. Tuck, are you with them? Or are you
Yeah,
still
sure.
back at the tavern?
No, I followed with.
All right. Do you want a slightly magical trinket?
Oh no, I'm just enjoying the show.
Okay, just checking. All right. Well, then if there's Cindy, do you want another one?
Happy with the one I got. Thank
Okay,
you.
I'm just checking.
I appreciate it, though.
Before I close the document. All right. So with that, Bryson says, "Well, if there's anything else that I can do for you, just let me know. I greatly appreciate you being on the lookout for those flowers."
We will definitely keep our eyes open for them.
Wonderful, wonderful. I appreciate it. Appreciate it. Now, you all be safe. And let me know if you need any other potions.
Thank you. You've been very helpful.
Thank you. All right. As you leave the shop, everybody give me a perception check, please. Okay. Perfect.
Oh, now I'm back on track. There we go.
Oh, yep, 2 natural ones in a row. Look at that. That was perfect. All right. So Foxora, you're just kind of bebopping down. You see, people are mingling out here in the street. You see, there's little bit of this, little bit of that. There's travelers coming through. There's, you wave hi to people that you guys know, and you see some of the workers from the quarry coming or going to work, and little bit of everything going on. Where are you guys headed? Are you headed back to the tavern? Are you headed to another shop? Where are you guys headed?
I would figure the tavern if we're done shopping, since we haven't really
Okay.
determined our next location yet.
Yeah, I
Okay.
think that sounds good.
All right.
Yeah, tavern sounds good.
Okay, and who is carrying? And he did give you the leather case for those healing potions, by the way. Who has those 6 healing potions?
probably
Yeah,
won't take them because I'm capable of healing myself.
That was an everybody going, not it.
I mean, I could put him in my bag of holding until we get together as a party and decide who needs them.
Okay.
Yeah, that sounds good.
As you, so Moonshine, you're carrying them out and you get outside, decide, well, just put them in your bag. You go to put them in your bag and you notice you only have 5 bottles.
Did he say he gave us 5 bottles or 6?
You had 6 when you picked up the bag.
Yeah, there were 6 in it. Did someone grab one? And I look around to everybody.
I don't know. I was busy playing with my coin. I didn't really notice, I guess.
You do not see a health potion in any of your party members' hands.
Way to solve for this before we leave.
Okay. You look around. Okay. You do not see anyone invisible around you.
Think he swindled us, do you? He seems like such a nice salesman.
Give everybody, well, actually, fuck Sora, because you did so well on your perception check. Give me another perception check.
Sure thing.
Cooper, would you please describe your character for us?
My character? Sir.
What do they see? What does Foxora see, I
Well,
should say?
Foxa is seeing a kobold almost look like yelling at something. You see a brown kobold with armor made of scales of many different colors, like red, blue, white, green, all sorts of colors all around. And he seems to be yelling at something. It looks like a wizard, dragon, dog thing. And also, when you look at his mouth, you see a potion bottle on it. In his mouth.
It seems that whatever that creature is, it is the one that stole the potion bottle from Moonshine's bag.
Hey, where'd you get that?
Huh? What? Is this yours?
It was.
Sorry. Get it back already. Come on, get it back. Ugh. He whistles out his mouth and hurries towards you. Sorry like that. He gets like that sometimes. Here you go.
Thank
Is
you.
your
Thank you so
potion?
much.
You notice it
What
has a
is
little
he?
bit of extra slobber on it.
Yeah, I started rubbing it off on my pants. What is he? I don't think I've ever seen a creature like him before.
He's a dragon. I'm a strange dragon, but he is a dragon.
He's a dragon. He is a pocket-sized dragon.
Well, he
they
just
usually
had
come
not that long.
slightly larger. But honestly,
Well, he just had in only a few months.
if I got to deal with a dragon, I think I'd rather deal with a little one. I'm Foxora. You're very well met.
Yeah, sorry about that. My name is Kit.
Well, it's very nice to meet you, Kit. and I go around and introduce Kit. What are you doing here in Red Larch?
Just traveling, trying to try to figure out what the heck is going on. Something strange is happening, and Ben just loves to steal stuff. I don't know why.
Well, there are strange things going on around here. That's sort of what we're doing as well. We're trying to find out what's causing them and see if we can't figure it out and put an end to it if it's nefarious.
Oh, really? Does anyone speak Draconic? By the way.
No.
I was gonna say, I don't believe they do.
Nope.
Not I.
So while Kit is talking, you see Ben just mewing. I don't know how to say it, like a cat, basically, and try to get your guys' attention.
Oh, isn't he cute? He looks like he's trying to do a trick.
Moonshine, as you try to get close and try to look, see what you're about to do, you know there's something in his hand, in his mouth again. Is
Do you mind
the
if I
coin
pet
that
it?
is the coin that you just had.
Are you silly little thing? Did you just take that off my purse too?
It's like it's like saying things. Apparently.
Could also come in handy sometimes on the collection plates going around town. Tell you that.
I'd like to ask the dragon in Draconic what its name is.
Oh, okay. Craig, Andirian does speak Draconic. Okay.
Right.
Well, in terms of dragon, is hard for me to say it. Ventura Colorado. But
Monsieur.
to simplify it, Kit calls him Ben.
Ben. Okay. Hi, Ben. I'm Andirian.
Do you have any sightings?
I'm sorry, what was that?
Do you have any shinies?
You know what? I'll flip a gold piece in the air up near his mouth. I just want to see if he'll catch it or something.
He'll try to catch it.
And he does.
Well, Ben, that's very impressive.
Thank you for the signing. You're what nicer than Kit. He stick his tongue out at Kit.
You see that Ben has this little satchel that is hanging kind of around his neck, and he takes the coin and puts it in. Has his own little hoard going.
You gotta start on that,
You
young.
see what Ben say. My personal hoard is mine alone.
Until Kith steals it.
It's the dragon version
Please
of a
don't give
Niffler.
him any more
Yeah.
stuff.
Yes, it's a dragon
Yeah.
version of a Niffler, exactly.
Exactly. That's awesome. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. I mean, if you don't mind joining us for dinner, we were just sitting down trying to figure out what we wanted to do next because of all these activities going on.
Well, food would be nice. That'd be great.
Alright,
The
so
more the merrier.
you head back to the tavern. Foxhor, are you going to be drinking out of your mug?
Oh yes, most definitely.
Perfect. Then I'm going to need
Happens
you
if
to
you
make
pour ale into the mug instead of water.
I mean, it's a good question.
I'm gonna save myself some money.
Yep. Give me a con save.
Oh man.
The first glass of
Oh,
water, you
man.
are sloshed.
You gotta screenshot that. That is beautiful.
I am sloshed for 2 hours.
2 hours. Perfect.
That was the best set list I think I've ever heard you play, Foxora.
Wow.
Yep. That was good. That was real good.
So I will not be involved in the planning part of our meeting.
Oh, I bet you got some of the best decisions to make for this planning party.
Yep. I was
Wow.
gonna say this is more the reason to get involved in the planning. All right. So, what is the plan?
Well, Kip will ask the group, what they know. All Kip knows that something's going on. Like, something doesn't feel like the elements are all wrong in a way.
Yeah, we'll tell them we discovered a network of temples that seem to be connected of the 4 major elements.
They don't seem to be working together. Like they were kind of surprised. That one was next to the other, right? Didn't even the air people, like they didn't realize the river people were right there too.
Yeah, it's just odd that we could go from one to the other without ever having to come back up to the surface.
For sure. That did seem strange.
Did Bryson send us to a specific location for the plants?
No, he just said that they are known to be in temples. To just be on the lookout in temples.
Well, seems like we know where most of these temples are located. Do we just want to go like knock on the door and say we're here to you out, or how do we want to approach them? Because I mean,
Dance
Seems like-
party.
it's party.
No, we had to go back to the air one.
And they seemed rather kind of angry about things. Like they were really kind of wound up when we were there that short time we were there, weren't they? Wonder what kind of stuff they're up to, patrolling the skies and kidnapping travelers.
Let's go stop them.
Sounds good to me.
I'm willing to do that. I've been trained to fight these guys, so I'm ready to go.
I'll take him on single-handedly.
We'll just throw the ferry out.
You
Yep.
be alright?
In a couple hours, probably. Foxora.
I'm starting to sober up.
Foxora, towards the last about half hour or so of your 2 hours of being able to understand Dwarvish, you overhear this one group of dwarves that just came into town, like while you guys have been eating, talking about a trio of huge wing shapes that flew over them as they were traveling along the Karen Road coming into town. Like huge birds. They were crazy, and on the back of each of the birds was a warrior in this really kind of dull-looking blue armor with what looked to be like a white cloak on.
Okay, I will relay this information to everybody, but in relaying it, it will be much more spectacular. They will be wearing shiny, bright blue armor that glistens in the sun, and and these winged creatures are 50 feet across. And yes, I will exaggerate everything.
And it's Snow White cloaks.
Yes.
Okay. And there's like 17 of them?
Oh yes,
Yeah,
exactly.
Okay, just checking. Just want to make sure I got the exaggeration right. Okay. All right. So it seems, and you guys all recall, Foxora barely, but the rest of you recall that that outfit was said to be the same type. Well, the duller, dirtier version of it was what the delegation said that the people who kidnapped the other delegate was wearing. So you feel that that might be the ones at Feathergale Spire. On much smaller versions of these 50-foot wide wingspan creatures.
And I missed it. Where were they located at? Where
At
did they
the
were they spotted?
Feathergale Spire? The
Well,
one
then
you're
let's go.
talking about going to?
Yeah.
But it seems that they are getting much closer to Red Larch. Because
Maybe we
these
might-
dwarves were only about a day's ride when they saw these.
Let's go pay them a visit.
Yeah, let's just maybe let them know they can't just do what they want around here.
Okay. All right. So with that, you guys can head out of town. Kith, is there anything that you need before you head out of town?
No, Ben, the minute Fossil say about the shiny armor, Ben, it says, zoom, shinies.
Okay.
And Kit, it says what it add to him.
Okay.
Before we go, I'm going to go to the All Faith Shrine and get a message sent to my faction saying we're off to the Featherlight Temple. It seems like one of the missing people might be there. If you don't hear back from me, this did not go well for us.
Okay. All right.
Okay, I didn't really ask much about you. Since we're heading out into the wilderness here, kind of special skills might you have that could help along in this party?
Special skills? Well, I'm very decent in survival in most cases. Good eyesight, a bit of magic,
Does
class.
does Ben have any larger versions of him that might come to his aid? That would sure be wonderful.
He's still going, but he'll be a while. If that was your asking.
Yeah.
I'm sure he'll be big, maybe in a few weeks. That depends. He just starts stealing stuff all the time.
Can't wait to see how that handles.
Yeah, me too. Anyway, can you tell me a bit about yourself, Hussein?
Well, I love to read. I love studying. I love all sorts of languages, and I dabble a little bit in the magical arts. I'm still learning, getting my feet wet here, as you might say. I tend to come in handy sometimes, more on kind of talking to larger groups and helping them out and whatnot. But that's kind of where I lay in my specialty. Is pretty good at investigating things.
That's not bad. That's not bad. I think Ben will probably like you.
Oh, he's such an adorable little dragon. I'll toss my magical coin. I'll toss my magical coin at him just to see if he tries to catch it.
You know it will.
Yep, he does. And as he tries to put it in his mouth, he notices, what the? Where'd it go? It just looks around on the ground looking for it.
Mm-hmm. It's like I had a plan.
An amazing friend, Susan.
As soon as Cindy said trinkets, I was like, oh, we gotta get a shiny for the dragon.
I will be throwing that for him all the time.
Yep. All right. And so with that, the voyage across the mountain again, across the Somber Hills from Red Larch to Feathergale begins. I assume that y'all are gonna have Kith lead the survival check for this.
Considering all of us
Assumption.
together can't find our way out of a paper bag.
Yeah, that's kind of thought that might be the case. And considering you left your guide somewhere over by Riverguard.
We're not going to
Waiting
bring
on
that
the
up with
boat.
the agency.
He's still sitting at the boat waiting for us.
Yep. Maybe he's gonna join the water cult just because they're gonna feed him. All right. Well then.
It wasn't necessarily our fault. We got stuck in essentially a giant dungeon and no way to find our way out.
Why do I feel like we need to totally circle
Yeah.
back when this whole thing's over and find him?
Yeah, that's going to be our
Probably
mini.
not Probably not wrong. All right. So.
Well, I'll try
Yep.
survival to hopefully,
Mhm.
and Ben is going to try to help me.
Okay.
So,
Try is the key operative word in that sentence.
because there's always failure in every
As
D&D.
has been proven by the 3 natural ones we've had so far this session. Okay. All right. You head in the right direction. So far so good. You head out and you know that based on directions, you know to head up the larch path before heading over towards the Feathergale Spire. And for the most part, you don't get lost until you get up into the Somber Hills. And then it's not so much lost as, well, unfortunately, you let Ben kind of take the lead a little bit, and, well, that tree looks awfully familiar that you're coming across, and you realize you went in a circle, but it's okay. You realize the mistake, and you are able to get back on the right track, and you are able to travel until you start noticing flying above you randomly vultures. And it is as you start to kind of come into what looks to be almost a valley or a gorge of some kind, that you catch sight of a spire literally in the middle of this gorge, with vultures flying around it. You see that there is as you get closer, the Feathergale Spire raises from a pillar of rock high into the air. It's the tallest point for miles. Built from white limestone and embellished in marble, the spire almost seems to resemble a gleaming sword that pierces the sky. You see that there is a gatehouse that faces the cliff, its drawbridge, the only apparent point of entry into this spire. You see tall, wide windows encompassing the bottom level of the tower, absent only upon the gatehouse side. A circle of open stalls seems to ring the tower's foundation where it meets the rock. Above each stall, the sculpture of a hippogriff in flight leaps from the tower's base. Beneath Feathergale Spire to the east, a wide, gusty canyon seems to yawn through the hills. That is what you see. Now, I'm giving you this description, not saying that you are super close, because that is up to you how you approach this. So, just saying that the only visible entry is the drawbridge. And a steep trail seems to lead out of the little foothills there and directly up to the drawbridge.
Now we know there's an underground way into it, but that's a mighty far way to go to get there. Anybody else
Do
got
we
any
want to
ideas?
play the let them capture us so we can get inside thing?
Kind of like
It's usually
a
successful at
Try
getting
to
inside.
Get inside?
Trojan horse, like a Trojan horse type thing, where we just like surrender ourselves, or
Maybe not
kinda-
surrender ourselves so much as
Too keen to give up my weapons.
we're coming to visit, and they're gonna take us because we know they're gonna take us.
Right.
But the downside of that is they're gonna also take our weapons. So
And I don't really have any weapons, so I mean that's not much of an issue. But so you're saying like just get in there and then blam, we just like all berserk on them and stuff, or how we want to do this?
Oh, I do like the sound of that.
it does sound up your alley, doesn't it?
Susan,
Uh-huh.
I'm going to ping this bell, and you tell me what you think.
Okay. Okay. Yep, you can totally do that. However,
And
it
but
will be very
how-
obvious when you get to the drawbridge.
Yeah, that's what I was
Uh-huh.
thinking.
Uh-huh.
It would need to be sort of distraction or something
Uh-huh.
to make it work.
Yep.
And I'm not very sneaky. I don't know about the rest of you, but I'm okay with frontal approach. Kids, did you have an idea?
Yeah, I don't stealth.
Yeah, I don't stealth too.
I had something that can make us actually sneaky, but it'll be pretty obvious with the vultures when we get to the bridge. I have one more idea, and Susan,
Uh-huh. By the way, that would be Pass Without
This-
Trace, in case anybody was wondering.
Okay.
the spell,
Okay.
Thaumaturgy.
Thaumaturgy. Okay. Okay. What is your thought?
It has a range of 30 feet, and I can make my voice booming 3
Mhm.
times.
Right?
Then no.
right? For a minute.
Is there a way, if I can point 30 feet away from the bridge and to get the vulture's attention to head over there? Would that work?
Yeah. I mean, your voice is still gonna be coming from you, though. That's the only problem with that. Because it would, like, the 30-foot range on that is if you're like opening and closing windows, or is like unlock a door, or whatever.
It does say instantaneous sound from a point your choice.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like,
Middle of the way down there, yeah.
Is it magical throwing of your voice?
Maybe. Let's see. Create instantaneous sound I mean, sure. Such as a rumble of thunder. So the voice one wouldn't be 30 feet away, but the, like, thunder or cry of a raven or something like that could be 30 feet away. Because you're making it
echo.
A thing. It wouldn't be the voice 3 times as loud. Yeah, that one would be coming
I'm just
from
trying
you.
to make a noise or something that get them, that does distract them. Like, make sound.
Uh-huh.
Like I said, make sound.
You could certainly
they-
try.
And once the vultures head towards the sound, I cast Pass Out of Trace, and that should help.
Okay.
It's worth a try for me.
Just so you know, there are 4 vultures and their knights currently in flight around the spire.
Yeah. So that's what I'm thinking, but the group can decide what to do. I mean,
That sounds as good as anything I didn't come up with.
Right? I mean, try to sneak in. If they find us, plan B.
Okay. All right.
okay.
Just for reference, the drawbridge is 20 feet from the edge of the actual ground and the door of the spire. So, just for reference.
So in
So
other
from
words,
the
we're
edge
not
of
we're
the
not making a
path-
running jump.
Yeah, from the edge of the path to the drawbridge. Yep.
Oh, so maybe we do try to talk him into lowering the bridge for us to get in. Might be a better idea than sneaking in, huh?
Probably so. I didn't realize the drawbridge was that far.
You do see that there is a brass bell hanging from a wooden post at the edge of the path.
All right. Well, maybe we walk
Okay.
the trail, ring the bell, huh?
Wait, don't we have cloaks from one of the other
Yeah,
orders on us?
I think we have a few of these River Guard, the crashing wave cloaks. Yeah.
Yes. Why don't we don the Crashing Waves cloaks and say we're a delegation from the Crashing Waves to we want to discuss, I don't know, mutual agreement on who has access to certain areas, that sort of stuff. Just, a typical, we're here to discuss things.
Sure. I like where that's going.
Foxor and I have pretty high persuasion scores. It might work.
All right, and then they pull these. I'm assuming I'm carrying most of these clothes in my bag, or does everybody have their own? Yeah.
Probably.
I start pulling them out.
Just keep reaching your hand in until you pull it out of Coke. One for you, and one for you, and one for you.
This one fit Crash. I don't know if it'll fit you very well, Kith, but yeah, we will make it work.
Our character.
You can
What
cut
I'm
that one and
thinking
fit
that-
it on both of you.
Yeah.
Yeah, both of us. Ben at the bottom, Kit at the top, basically.
Yep.
We're not two kobolds in a trench. We're not three kobolds in a trench coat. It's one
Kobold
kobold
and a
Hopeful
and a
and,
dragon in a trench coat.
and a small dragon.
Kobold and a dragon in a cultist robe.
Nice. There we go.
There you go. All right. Well, then you go up to the edge of the path, and you
And ring the bell.
ring the bell. All right. As you ring this this bell, this very very loud bell, as it has to reach all the way across over there. You see a window open across the bridge, and you should be able. Nope. Why is it not showing? Hold that thought. I'm gonna actually put the. You know what? For the purposes of this right now, I'm going to share this back to the stream, and I will fix the other right now. All right. There we go. So you let's see. Do the rest of you see? That makes sense. Do you see anything on the screen other than black? Any of you?
Yeah,
Just
All I
Fire
saw was
bomb.
black.
Okay.
nothing past the drawbridge. No, that's
Okay,
it.
but you do see yourselves in the drawbridge.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't even see that.
Yeah.
I only see black.
Well, give me a second.
Yep, same here.
I just want to make sure. Yeah, because I had to turn the dynamic lighting on. So, Foxora, you should be able to see now.
Yep. Thank you.
Okay. And bam.
No, there he goes.
All right.
There we go.
And that one. And Moonshine, you're good.
I can see
Okay.
kind of
Yep.
the west of
Alright.
the
Yep.
drawbridge.
Perfect. All right. So let's see here. Haha. There we go. Look at that. All right. So you see a window open across from the drawbridge, and you see this kind of looks to be a soldier of some sort, and you see just, you know, a little bit of the blue armor, not quite as shiny as someone led you to believe, but you know, still blue armor. You see just the edge of a cloak that is tied to this person, and you see. I'm gonna actually put them out here so that you actually can see them, because they have a token. And you see this person. You hear this female voice that says, "Who rings the bell at the Feathergale Spire?"
We do.
"And what brings you here?"
We come with tidings from our leaders. We are representatives of the Crashing Wave, and we're asked to meet with your leaders to discuss some matters.
Give me a deception check, Foxora.
Sure thing.
Sister, I'm
What are
I'm
you
casting
saying
guidance.
to assist? What are you saying to assist?
oh, just pretty much acting like, why the hell are you stopping us? Let us through. We don't have time for this.
Okay. Sure.
But I'm proficient in it, so I will assist.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. That's how this works. That's how this works.
Nice.
Okay.
Wow.
You, with no other word, you see the drawbridge lower. Okay. And
So, with no hesitation,
mhm,
as soon as it's down,
mhm.
we will walk across.
Okay.
Except for some reason, I can't move my token.
That's weird. Okay, hold on a second.
I can click on it, and I get my options, but it's not. I don't have the move ability.
Also,
Well, there you
showing
go.
as
It lets me
having
move
13 hit points.
There you go. It let me move it.
Yeah.
It's working. It's just acting weird.
Yeah, yeah.
But I am gonna change my hit points.
Well,
'Cause
yeah,
I don't know why there's.
I'm getting there.
Oh, okay.
All right. So with that, you cross the bridge, and as you do, the door opens up, and you see. Let's see here. You see the entrance is looks to be a 30 or so foot entryway, and it is a hall of white stone. At the opposite end of the hall are two 12-foot tall doors, like those of the entry. You see a eagle carved from a massive timber hangs from the very far side of the ceiling, suspended on strong chains. Slender wings of steel sweep close to its sides. Its head is also fashioned out of steel. And you see the knight that you were just speaking with, as well as two other, what looks to be guards. And as you come in, or come to the door, the guard there, the one that was talking to you outside, she says, "Welcome. You are. You say you're from the Crashing Wave. Is that correct?"
Yes, it is.
Interesting. I didn't know we were expecting anyone from there.
I don't know if y'all were expecting us or not, but these were the instructions I was given.
Okay. Well, I mean, I guess that's how it works. Then that's how it works. All right. Well, hopefully we can get whatever it is that you were here to learn taken care of for you, and we can get that. You said you're looking for what exactly?
We wanted to meet, see if we could talk with whoever's in charge here
Okay.
to discuss the surrounding areas and make sure that no one's stepping on each other's toes.
Oh, well, okay. Sure, that's probably a really good idea. Actually, I don't know if they've thought about that. That's a really good idea. There's a lot of toes that happen. Yeah. Okay. Well, then, all right. So she's like, what are we gonna do? Well, I can't leave you guys here. That doesn't work. Can't leave you by yourselves. All right. Well, hell. Okay. All right. Can you you guys come on in and can you just give me a second? I gotta figure out where exactly they are for me to take you to them.
Okay.
All right, and you see she opens the door, and as she does, you see that there is a spiral staircase before she closes the door again. And goes somewhere. Not quite sure exactly where she has taken off to, but you see the guards that are there, they kind of just seem to wait. These very much lead you to believe they are low-level guards. You very much get that feeling from them. They are not the brightest bulbs. They are not the, most important of people. And it's really funny because there's the one that he takes his job very serious. He is just, guarding this room. The entry. He does everything by the book. And then you've got the other guy who's Mr. Talkative. And he's like, so you guys are, you guys can come on in. And it's the one that is back here by the door that is super friendly. And he's like, well, come on in. It's fine. Just, it's, and as soon as you guys get up there, they will close the door. They will raise the drawbridge back up.
It'll be a while for Ben to walk straight, but we'll get there.
Okay. All right. So yeah, you are able to get yourselves in there, and you see that there's two doors out of this room. The one that she took, and the one that is just behind the other guard. And it seems that they are just waiting for her to come back.
She went out the side door or the one in the back?
No, she went out through the stairwell. That is right here. Okay. So as soon as Tuck gets in there, they raise the drawbridge back up and close that door. And I'm actually gonna put a door thingy there so that we can close the door. All right, because that's a thing we can do now. Haha. All right. And so they draw the drawbridge back up, and she says, then the guards, they're like talking. This guy down here, he's Mr. Talkative. He's like, so I considered the water cult, but I mean, I gotta say, I actually, one of my things is, I'm afraid of, well, I'm afraid of drowning, it's a really scary thing. I just can't, I just can't. It's a thing. I just can't do it. It's a very, very scary situation when you there's water and it's all around you and you just, there's nothing you can do about it. And, gonna go, you know? It's hard. So I decided that, you know, maybe this was a better fit, and, you know, it's the air, and, you know, maybe, maybe there wouldn't be any drowning, you know? And you very much get he's the filler guy. He's that guy who's just gonna make filler talk. And he does. He's going for it. And so you have this guard, and he is filling the time that it takes for everybody and to get across the bridge. And it is about the time that the bridge gets all the way up that you see the main lady comes back, and she opens up the door again, and you see her step through, and she says, "Well, sorry that took so long. It seems that you guys have excellent timing. I went and talked to my captain, and I'm to invite you to join in the Knight's Feast this evening. We are, commemorating the 10th year of the Feathergale Society."
That sounds wonderful.
All right.
We look forward to it.
Wonderful. We will be doing that in a little bit. We definitely want to make sure you get up and talk to my captain, and he's actually asked that I bring you up directly to him. And so she says, please follow me, and she steps back into the stairwell, and you see she is headed up the stairs. So do you follow?
Yep.
Susan?
Yep.
Uh-huh.
I'd say so.
Yeah. I'd follow.
Yes.
How stairs will work for Ben?
I mean, Ben can make it work. It's not super, you know, he can make it work. Alright. So, as you guys all head up these stairs, we are going to, let's see here. I'm going to zoom out of this because we are going to go on a trip on this map. A trip to the north. Because you are going all the way to the captain, which the captain, you head up the first set of stairs, and you find yourself within the stairwell oops, that didn't put you in the stairwell. Hold on. I'm gonna put her behind. I'm gonna put her behind Foxora so that we can all get in one little group together. And there we go. You end up in the stairwell, and you see a double door that's right there. Okay. And then she keeps going up. And you see that you just keep following, and she heads up to the next floor. All right. And you are in another circular room this time. The stairwell, where you see that there are 4 doors out of this room. And she keeps going. it seems you are going to the very top of the spire as she takes you up, and it is outside that you find yourself at the very top of the spire. Okay, and for the purposes of this, because I really hate how dynamic lighting does this part, we are going to delete those. There we go. All right. You find yourself at the top of the spire, and you, when you do, you notice, that there is 2 of the vultures with their guards on them, just sitting and waiting, watching out, and, the thing is, you didn't see them when you were, coming closer to the location because they were not, visible from the ground. It's as if it was, done on purpose. At the apex of this tower, the stairs terminate at a round stone gazebo that seems to continue upward in a needle-like fashion. Beyond this enclosure, a small lawn seems to grow upon the top of this tower. 4 paths paved from white stone point the directions of the compass, each path ending at a pointed stone crenillion. At the pinnacle's edge is a spyglass on a tripod pointed downward. From this vantage point, you see the Feathergale Knights possess a supreme view of all that transpires in the nearby canyon and the somber hills beyond. And it is, as you are all here, and she steps out, you see she steps towards a, what looks to be a, let's see, he is a human man, kind of older gentleman, and he is surveying the territory from up here, and seems to be kind of, as you get a little bit of a better view as you kind of step out, he seems to be fairly well built in, early to mid 50s by human standards, it looks like. Embossed feather patterns ornament the plates of his armor, and he has a very kingly cloak that boasts a feathered mantle. As he smooths his blonde, almost white hair into place, he turns to you, bows low before you, as if he were a man of lowbrow, but he says, "Welcome to Feathergale Spire, retreat of the Feathergale Society. I am Thrul, the Lord Commander."
It is very nice to meet you. We have been sent here by our superiors at the Crashing Wave, to discuss the surrounding areas. We want to make sure that we're not encroaching on each other's lands.
Well, I greatly appreciate that. And you notice as he seems to be talking, Andirian, you see he kind of seems to view you as he very much, you get the feeling that there is a lot of respect that he is showing you specifically, as if he recognizes that you are from the Order of the Gauntlet, You have the cloaks on from the other cult, but it is clear that he recognizes the armor, he recognizes the look, and he says, I'm not sure exactly what the crashing wave is wanting with, us. We are but Feathergale Society, but I greatly appreciate the not encroaching on, our area. A great evil lurks among these hills, and there's many depraved cultists led by wretched monsters around here. But, let us not speak of such manners. We have a feast to enjoy tonight.
That sounds
feast,
great.
You say?
Yes, it is the 10th anniversary of our Feathergale Society, as a elite group of aerial-mounted enthusiasts from Waterdeep. It is very important that we celebrate these wonderful anniversaries as it is. It is important, after all, to do one's duty for the realm, and in our case, it is that of searching and protecting from the sky as we are able to do on our wonderful mounts. And he kind of gestures to the giant vultures. You all very much, he very much goes and just kind of brushes off the fact, it's very much I'm not sure why they would want to, send someone over for that, but it is fine. It's totally fine. Let us find you somewhere to rest while the final preparations are being made for the feast. It should be but an hour or so.
That sounds wonderful. Thank you.
I get a sense that he's truly welcoming us and not just trying to set us up for an ambush of any kind, I guess. Does he really believe we're here for what we say we are?
Give me an insight check.
Multiple ones?
Sure. One more person can do one.
Because I was thinking the same thing.
Alright. Yep, you were thinking exactly the same thing.
100% legit.
100%. Yeah, he's pretty standard. Pretty much, Tuck, you think he is just the most welcoming of guys? Moonshine, you know that he is the cult leader. There's no doubt whatsoever in your mind. But he's trying to play it off. He does seem like there's at least part of what he's saying seems genuine.
Okay. Because, kidnapping and attacking from the sky, it can be seen from two perspectives, right?
It could. So he, you see that you are taken to, let's see here. That is, let me get you to, the area that you are taken. Oh, okay. You're taken back all the way back downstairs to the solarium, where you are able to rest and rest and wait till the feast is done. And it is that solarium, which is at the very bottom round where you guys first came in. You see this bright room occupies the east quarter of the ground floor, as it were. Flowers and shrubs of many varieties seem to grow in a labyrinth of planters here. You see that there's some spidery red and purple plants growing suspended in baskets midair. And you see that there's some robed humans, much like the guards at the very front, that are tending to these plants. So, yeah.
Do any of those flowers look similar to the description that
Give
you're looking
me
for?
a perception check.
Oh, goody.
Oh,
Can I do that too?
you can.
I'm gonna.
Sorry, you're doing amazing.
Yep, I'm clearly looking at. I'm just fascinated by the flowers in general.
Mm-hmm.
So all of them look like the lily to me.
Uh-huh. Okay. As you guys are looking around, Andarian and Moonshine, you both find in one of the hanging baskets, there is some very beautiful lilac to dark purple lilies.
All right, I'm gonna note that, and as we're mingling around the room, I would definitely nudge a few of my party members that those are the flowers we're looking for. We should try to get some if we get the chance.
Okay.
Who is this?
That is one of the workers. That's you see is a looks to be another human, kind of looks to be more in line with lowly like very low bottom of the totem pole cultist, as opposed to one of the guards. And you see he kind of goes around never speaking a word and just wanders around watering the plants and tending it. So, are you going to try to grab some of those flowers?
I'm not overly quick. Hey, Keith. He's been very good at grabbing maybe things where people aren't looking. Maybe he could grab one of these flowers, and I'll maybe distract if that'll help.
Okay. All right. So, well, then, Kith, I would need for you to have Ben give me a dexterity check. And Moonshine, what are you doing as a distraction?
I'll walk up to the guard. Hey, check this out. This is really cool. See this coin here? I'm gonna throw it. You try and catch it.
Okay.
And I'm gonna guess whether it's heads or tails.
Okay.
Hey, see this side's heads. It's got the side with the flower, and this side's tail. It's the side with another flower. And
Do the flowers look like?
Well,
How do you know which one's which?
This one right here. This is heads. This is heads. See?
Okay.
And I flip it real quick. See, this was tails. Got it. Okay, here you go. You ready?
Okay.
Catch, and I flip it.
And he catches it. Not
Eh.
gracefully by any means.
I'm gonna say it's heads.
He opens up his hand. It's not there. He goes, what?
Looky here. See, I got it right here. Heads. I told you it was heads all the time.
But, and he looks at his buddy, and his buddy looks at him, and he's like, I don't know. You saw me catch it, though, right?
Sure. Here, we'll try again. And while I'm doing all this, I'll let Kid do
Okay.
his thing.
And,
Well,
that was good. Uh-huh.
either you say me or
Well, it was supposed to be,
different.
Ben, but if you would like to try as well, you are welcome to try. Slide a
Hoping
hand
to
check.
hoping to give you a little advantage since I am distracted.
You are distracting. But there is another guard on the other side.
Okay, sure enough.
So, but yeah, go ahead and roll the sleight of hand with advantage. Perfect.
oh god.
Perfect. I like it. I am here for this character, Coop. I am here for it.
Ah, oh well.
Alright. I will say, actually, it's kind of better that you failed because you end up knocking the whole hanging basket down. Between you and Ben, you end up knocking it down, and the whole plant comes crashing to the floor.
Oh, shit.
Roll me a D6, Coop.
Third thing.
Okay.
2.
And then roll me a D8. Roll high.
The dice decide.
I know. Roll high. Come on. You can do it. There we go.
Oh,
Ooh.
7.
You managed to pocket 7 flowers before Ben eats 2 of them. The other ones.
Ben's just gonna be really healthy for the next little while.
He is gonna be real healthy. Yeah, real healthy. Well, yes. And you, as that happens, this other guard's like, "Hey, don't eat, don't." And he grabs the pot or the basket, and he yells over to this guy, "Come clean this up. Can you take that thing?"
He's still young. He's still learning. We're sorry. Is there anything we can do to help clean it up?
No, we got it. Just, you shouldn't let them just eat anything.
What? You tried telling a dragon not to eat something.
That's a dragon?
Yeah?
Yes.
He's
Oh,
still little. He's still growing.
I've never seen a dragon like that. Oh, okay. Huh. You see all kinds of things around here. God. Alright. And, he kind of makes you guys move over so that, and kind of stands between, dragon and the potted plant. Alright.
And I will very nicely scratch Ben behind the ears,
Okay.
hoping he likes it.
Oh, he does. He really does.
He does, but then you notice that he sees the shiny coin being flipped by Moonshine. Moonshine, he's right there.
Oh, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Totally flipped the coin to him.
Uh-huh. He goes to pull it out of his mouth because he caught it, but there's that thing there. And he looks at you and he's like, "Ah!"
And this time I grab a copper piece and I flip it for him to catch. Just
And-
regular copper.
And he pulls it out of his mouth, puts it in the little bag. Thank you.
There you
Alright.
go.
Okay. So Kaz says y'all got this. All right. Well, they certainly hope they got this. Okay. With that, you see the guard from the front comes back, and she opens up the door to the stairwell right here, and she comes back and she says, "It is time for the feast." And she leads you guys up to the floor right up above you guys. So I will move everybody up there. All right. And you enter into this beautiful room decorated for the festival here. And you see that there laid out is a wonderful feast. You see that clad in the finest garments of velvet brocade, you see some of the knights are around this table, and you are invited to join them. And you see that the Thule is up there, and he says, "Welcome, please join me. Please, honored guests, please." And he gestures to the seats. And Endirian, he kind of gestures to the end of the table, the opposite end that he is on, and gestures to the seat that's there. And you see this room, for the purposes of this is the Great Hall. It spans half the diameter of the tower. Between the over-large windows, tapestries depict scenes of gallant knights on flying hippogriffs, fighting dragons and jousting with one another among the clouds. High on the walls are mounted heads of griffins, wyverns, owlbears, and even manticores. The large curved table here, set with the feast, stretches between the hall's twin hearths. And as... What happened? Why is... That is weird. I don't know why it's not showing you... Oh, there we go. I forgot to scroll up, that's why. Alright. As you are all seated, he says, "Honored guests, would you please tell us of your adventures in the Somber Hills? Let us aid in any way that we can."
Okay, I will tell them a story, completely made up, of
Yes, you do.
arriving at the temple after 40 days and 40 nights in the desert,
Okay.
and of our leader coming down from a mountain carrying tablets, having 3 tablets, but tripping and dropping one of them.
Okay.
So we only had 2 tablets when it was over and done with. And these tablets telling us that we would find our promise
Oh,
area
okay.
in the desert.
Okay.
And
Literally. Oh, Lord.
that's it. So that's the story I tell them.
Okay, I would really like you to make a performance check for me, please.
Of course. Of course.
It's an oh Lord indeed. Alright. I like that you roll an 8 and have an 18 because you're just that good at telling a story. Alright. With that, they are like they applaud. They are just enamored by this story, and you do catch a couple of them that are a little confused at how can 40 days and 40 nights in a desert and the sword but there's not desert here, but and why would you be carrying 3 tablets, but why wouldn't you just carry or stack them and carry them? Like you can see on some of the knights, like
Things don't compute. I get it,
No.
but
but like they're you've got the leader is just enamored by this story. He's
never
like,
let the facts ruin a good story.
He's like, wow, that's amazing. That wow, you are quite the adventurers, it seems. Have you found that promise that you were talking about?
I believe we have. We have found an area that we have made our own, and it is serving us well.
And where is this area?
And I will point in a general direction
Okay.
and say it is a good 2 days travel that way.
Okay. Give me a survival check just to see which direction you end up actually pointing.
Okay.
To see if it's anywhere near the direction you're supposed to be pointing. I
Yeah,
mean,
probably
it's
not.
Not really. It is inland. I will give you that. It's just also over the mountains. When it should be to the south, you point more towards the north. But it is inland, which is a better direction than, the ocean, which is the other direction. So there's that.
Okay. So I had a 1 in 4 chance.
You
I mean,
did.
a 3 in 4 chance. So I caught my 3.
Yeah, I mean, it's not the worst direction that you could have pointed, but it's very much not the direction that the thing is. But okay. So he says, well, I must say I haven't been that direction recently, but I am glad to know that you have found your promise that you were promised. That is quite spectacular. And as the feast continues, toasts are offered. You get some stories that he tells you of the Feathergale Spire and its history, and you learn all kinds of things about how it used to be, or it has been here for 10 years. It was the Feathergale Society, and how they are water Davian aerial mounted enthusiasts, mainly of the noble classes, or noble houses, of course, who have taken this and become the Feathergale Knights. And he says, unfortunately, our knights do not currently have any hippogriffs with us, but we are hoping to add some griffins to our list in the near future.
Ooh, where does one get griffins around here?
Well, there is a group of them that are housed not too far south of here. that we hope to acquire a few of them in the near future.
Well, I wish you luck. A griffin, it just sounds like a spectacular creature.
It is most spectacular. We do have two young hippogriffs that we are raising here, but they not quite ready for the aerial combat and the like yet. They still young.
And we're quite familiar with what it's like to have a young beast in your
Yes, you definitely do. I can't say I've ever seen a creature quite like that before. And it is about this time, as you are having this discussion, that you see the door here flies open, and there is one of the sentries from up on the top. You see is standing in the doorway and says, "Manticore, Manticore, it's on the move." And you see all of the Feathergale Knights that are there immediately stand. And through the commander says, "We should take this opportunity to slay the monster." And he turns and you see him remove what looked to be a feather-patterned golden ring set with a garnet. And he holds it aloft and says, "A prize for the one who brings me the beast's head." And he, as you see these knights take off, and it is not long after that you see the vultures go flying off and down into the hunt, or off onto the hunt. And he says, "Just out of curiosity, would you like to participate in this hunt? You are welcome to join them if you'd like."
I was just going to ask the question if that prize was open to everybody. I wouldn't mind seeing a manticore.
Well, of course, you are welcome to, and you see, he says, "I've got, like I said, we've got the two young hippogriffs that, are able to go, as well as, some vultures, if you would like to join them." I mean, I'm not saying you have to, but you are welcome to do so.
I want to do that.
What?
I'd want to do that.
Okay. All right. So with that, you see he says something, he kind of whispers into his hand, and you see he's holding a piece of wire, and clearly from those of you who have the spell, you see that he is messaging someone. And it's not long after that you see flying by the windows of this room, you see two vultures with riders on them go flying by. And then, shortly thereafter, you see 2 hippogriffs that go flying by, headed up, apparently, to the pinnacle at the top. And
Oh.
he says, well, they will be waiting for you up at the top. You have been there. I assume that you are able to find your way there. And he gestures
thank
to
you.
the stairs.
I'm rolling.
Hey, yeah.
I'm going. Sounds like a hoot.
And as you arrive at the top of the tower, and I will take and zoom out for just a second to grab one of you and take you guys back. Oh no, not that one. I gotta do it on the other one. Okay. I gotta do it on this one. I'm gonna actually just take everybody. Everybody's going for a ride.
And don't leave me behind.
No, everybody's going for a ride. You all go up to the top. There we go. Just take the leader guy up there. He's gonna walk up with you. Why not? All right. And you see there's the vultures, like I said. But you also see that there are these other 2 creatures. You see the hippogriffs. Now, a hippogriff is quite an interesting creature, as it is a beast whose magical origins have definitely been lost to history. A hippogriff possesses the wings and forelimbs of an eagle, and the hindquarters of a horse, and the head that kind of combines both of them. Now, primarily reclusive and known to be omnivores, hippogriffs mate for life and seldom venture more than a few miles from their nest. You see that they are currently raising what they are hoping to be a mated pair. Now, Kith,
Yes.
we have one slight issue.
What?
Dragons have an innate taste for hippogriff meat.
Hmm.
Yep.
Well, would have Kith have known this?
No, but I'm just saying.
The reason I'm asking is because if Kith knew it, Kith would definitely not have brought Ben up to the top, because we knew we were going to meet the hippogriffs up at the top.
Yeah, that's what I'm like. So did you bring Ben with you to the top?
No. Actually,
Okay. Perfect. So we will leave him to the bottom. Okay. Now, with that, you are able. You see the 2 sentries, the 2 guards are still gonna stay here at the top of the spire. But you have 4 mounts, and you also have, you have a fairy that flies herself, but she can ride one of the things as well. You should have, between the 4, I would say, Tuck and Andarian, you would need to ride on your own. But the other 3 of you, somebody can pair up, whichever you wish to ride.
I'll fly myself.
Okay.
But I will follow behind Andurian.
Okay. I wasn't sure if you wanted to ride on a hippogriff or not.
Nope.
I'm going on hippogriff.
Okay.
just gonna watch. Actually.
Okay. All right. So.
Well,
then-
if Kith is staying, I don't want Kith to stay by themselves, so I will stay with Kith.
Okay. All right. So with that, you guys take off on your hippogriff and the vulture. All right. I need one of the three of you hunters to go ahead and roll me a d20, please. So who would like to roll first?
I'll roll first.
Okay.
Say, Tuck hasn't rolled much today, or you, Andarian, either
Okay.
or.
All right, Andarian, go ahead and roll me a d20. All right, 17. Okay.
I mean, 17 manticores. We come across?
Totally, 17 manticores. Cindy, go ahead and roll me a d20 for the Feathergale Knights, please.
Okay.
Perfect. Now, these guys took off before you did. And they overshot because you are 100 feet closer to the manticore than they are, and you left second. All right. Okay. I need Moonshine, please go ahead and roll me a d20 for your group.
Okay.
It really is the amount of who can roll to get closest to it before the other group. Cooper, go ahead and roll me for the Feathergale group. You can do it, Coop. Come on. You can do it. Roll high. You did it last time. Roll high. That's not high.
I know you did this.
That's not high. That's the opposite of high. Mhm. All right. You guys are 100 feet closer. So they have backpedaled, but they are not as close as you are. So, all right, Tuck. Roll a d20. Okay.
Oh,
You lose sight of him for a moment. Come on, buddy. Come on. Come on, buddy. Come on. All right. They're gaining on you. You guys, you see, like, there's about 100 or so feet, area, like, that you all, there's four of them, the three of you guys all kind of start circling around looking for this manticore. All right, back to you, Endarian. Okay, Cindy, back to you.
Okay.
Roll high, roll high.
whoa!
They spot
Ooh.
him. And you see they take off in a dive. Moonshine, can you find him? Go ahead and roll for me, Moonshine.
Okay.
If you
Sorry,
can
I'm
find
sorry.
him this round, you guys actually get to him first. No. Oh no. Alright, Coop. 10 or higher, and you will get to him. 10 or higher. They hit the ground first. Alright. Now, you see that this battle ensues with them. The vultures that they are on fly faster than the manticore. And as you see him try to fly away from them, it is clear that he knows it. That he knows that they are faster than him. And you see that one of the knights is hit by one of the tail spikes and falls off of his vulture as the manticore shoots them down. Another one ducks out of the way, but gets a shot off against the manticore. You see that the manticore ends up shooting another one of his tail spikes, and it hits one of the vultures, and the vulture and rider go down. There's only 2 more knights up as you guys get close enough to the fray that you could potentially join in this fight if you want.
I would.
Yeah, I'm in.
All right. What do you do from a distance? Or do you try to go up on it?
I can't personally really do anything from a distance, so I'm gonna try and get close enough to just hit it.
Okay. Roll me an attack. We will say that your hippogriff, you guys are on animals that fly faster than this manticore does. Okay. A 15 will hit him. As you see this manticore come into play.
Get to roll my full attack cycle because I get 2 attacks now, or just the one?
You can, yeah. You are close enough that you can, in fact, roll both of them. As you are... Alright, that will also hit. Alright, let me go ahead and I'm going to put this guy up here on this map. Right up here with you guys. Beautiful manticore. Alright, so as you take these 2 swipes at him, I'm going to go ahead and we're going to change that to some, let's see here, bridge battle music. Alright, there we go. It's gonna build a little bit, but then it's gonna take off. Alright, so we've got 24 points of damage with that attack. Okay, so that's gonna bring us to initiative. Go ahead and roll initiative for me, please. All right, come.
Oh, jeez.
All right. So there we go. All right. So perfect, Tuck. Perfect. All right, and then I'm gonna go ahead and let's see. Yep, that's that guy. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and roll initiative for them because they do get a attack round here, and we will say whoever takes the manticore down is the one that claims the prize. So, the knight is going to you see he goes by and he is only not gonna get a good swipe at it, but you see that he does take a one-handed swipe at the manticore and does not hit. You see the other one goes by and he gets a hit as well and misses as well. Now, this manticore is a manticore, and that means he gets tail spikes, and he gets 3 of them a turn. I will say he started at 24 of them. I will say that he has lost, we'll say he's lost 10 of them so far. So he's still got quite a few left. And he is taking advantage of this, staying as much in the air as he can, and he will shoot one at each of the two guards. Now there's only one knight left. The second one does not take out the second guard, as that guard ducks out of the way just in time. All right. And he is going to send one at Andarian, because you're the one who hit him. I will say you would not have the benefit of your shields if you're holding on to the mount and wielding a weapon.
Okay. What does a shield give me?
So
+2 or
two.
+3? I guess it doesn't matter.
Yeah. Does the 16
Yeah, all
hit
right.
you?
Then he hit. Yeah, well, now it does.
Okay. Because you wouldn't be able to hold a shield and hold the reins and hold a sword. It's,
Okay.
yeah. Okay, so that would be 8 points of damage to you. And then if you want to swing back by, you can try to hit him again.
Yeah, I'm going to do that. And this time, if one of them lands, I'll use a Divine Smite charge.
All right. For the purposes of this, with the combat here, we literally have one Manticore, the 3 of you, and the one guy left here. The 16 will hit the Manticore. And your Divine Smite. 13 more. Alright, you have done some serious damage to this Manticore. A lot more than any of the knights have done at all.
Another 20. I'll take it.
Uh-huh. Moonshine, what you doing?
All right. I'm not certain how far Griffin can fly.
It can... it's a hippogriff, and it is able to fly 60 feet.
60 feet. Okay. I want to fly within 30 feet of the Manticore,
Okay.
and I'm gonna raise my hand with my ring, and it's gonna shine a little bit, and I'm pointing it right at the Manticore, and I'm gonna cast that.
Oh, you're gonna make the Manticore laugh. That's nice of you.
I'm hoping it's smart enough to get a good
Okay.
Manticore joke.
All right. Intelligence of 4 or less is not affected. He is smarter than that. So what is the joke that you tell him?
I don't know. Did you ever hear the story of Cowardly Lion?
No.
Well, he was afraid of his own shadow.
Huh.
Holy crap! Yeah, I got that wisdom save.
He may not be
Yeah.
super smart, but he's wise.
Ah, got that one. All right, I will use the rest of my bite to fly out of range of
To
30
move away.
feet.
All right. Tuck, are you moving up close enough to do a drive-by or fly-by attack?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll
Go ahead and do your 2 attacks. That does not hit.
Oh
Oh.
my god.
You know, this whole fighting on the back of a vulture is not as easy as people make it out to be. And actually, you know what? I would say you actually need to do the one-handed version of those. So re-roll your attacks.
Oh yeah, I didn't think of that.
Mhm. Mm-hmm.
Plus, I am a full-size orc too. Okay, so
Well, I mean, the vulture can hold you, but it's just a matter of yeah.
that's even worse.
There you go.
Oh,
Oh, that's right. Andarian, I didn't even think about mount training. Yep.
I don't think I get any sort of advantage,
No,
but
but
it
that
matches
would-
the
that-
character.
That would totally make sense. All right, that will hit. So roll me your damage for that 21 right there. 10 points of damage. Oh no, he's not looking good. He's struggling. He is struggling. All right. You see the Feathergale Knight. He goes in for another swipe with his sword, and he will connect for 8 points of damage. This Manticore has now become a very, very, very injured Manticore. And as you see, he is falling. Like, he is not have the height that he was at before. And he takes a shot at Andarian. He takes a shot at Tuck. Really? And he takes a shot at the Knight. Will that hit the Knight? I don't remember what the Knight's armor class is. It will not. Damn it. Okay. So, with that Andarian, you see he is getting really, really low to the ground.
I went down after him because I'm pissed.
You get the feeling that decent damage will end him right now.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna do both my attacks, and if I need to, I will use a Divine Smite charge. But I'll only use one. If both land, I'll only do it on the first one.
Okay.
Nice.
Those both land. And that was almost a 20 right there. Alright, with that, as he is about 5 feet or so off the ground when your sword connects, how do you do this?
Hopefully I'm going to cut his head off because I want to take it as a trophy.
Okay.
Proof that we killed him.
You definitely can do that as your sword comes slashing through. You just get it at just the right angle, and he is done. And he's got a pretty thick neck, but you manage to just cleave it clean off.
Pretty happy. Fair amount of damage there.
You did.
Woohoo!
You did. You really, like, he was pretty sturdy, and he is no longer. So with that, you come flying back on the I will say, like, you fashion up, take your ropes and fashion it up so that you can carry this head between the two hippogriffs, and you come flying back to the spire with this Manticore head attached and flying and literally dangling between the two hippogriffs. As you arrive at the top of this pinnacle, at the top of the spire, and you land with the head of this hippogriff, or the head of this Manticore on these hippogriffs, you come back to a celebration as other of the knights and the guards and, very clearly cultists are up here on this pinnacle, and they've been watching as you approach. And you see Thrul is he's there with your party members and celebrating as the three of you come back with this Manticore head. The other knight is not coming back with you as he is going and is picking up his comrades. So, with that, you come back a hero, or heroes, and Thrul will give you the ring that he took off of his hand which is a ring worth 250 gold.
Oh, nice.
Very
beautiful.
nice.
I'm gonna get off the mount and wince because I've lost almost half my hit points. And say, "Fuck Sora!" Like I'm got like a spike stuck in my shoulder or something.
Yep. All right. With that, as you know, it is now evening, and he says, "Well, as our heroes, would you please join us and stay for the night? We will put you up for the evening within one of our rooms. We would very much like for you to have access to that." Please join us and stay and celebrate today or tonight, but also to celebrate your victory of the Manticore. And you are actually given one of the rooms on the 3rd floor. That is it's one right. So, yeah, you guys are given a room for the evening. So, as long as you are accepting that. Are you accepting?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah. I think if I killed the Manicore, I'm gonna have to trust that they're not gonna slaughter me in my sleep.
Great.
That was some nice hunting there, Endarian.
Thanks. I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on myself, actually.
Okay. All right. Okay. And yeah, you guys are able to move down into the room that is provided for you, and you see that it is this small room. Unfortunately, originally only 2 beds in there. A couple other beds are brought in. You see this chamber consists of originally the 2 beds, a fireplace, a closet, 2 chests, and a small tapestry on the wall with a curtain kind of blocking between the 2 the area so that it is got some privacy for the ones that stay here. But you are given a room to rest for the evening. So, with that is actually where we will pick up next week with the continuation of this, as you have made your way into this this spire. You have found a new friend or 2 along the way, as you now have this new party member, Kith, that is with you, and you have a friend in a baby dragon, it seems. So, with that, my friends, we are going to call it for our evening here, and we will pick up from this great adventure next time. So, reminder that we do have our Eberron Oracle of War campaign on Friday, as well as on Saturday we have our Tomb of Annihilation continuation adventure. So join us for that. All right. Until next time, thank you guys so much for hanging out here within DMS Adventurers Tavern, where adventure is always on the menu. Good night.